Winter of 1949-50, this is, I guess, 2 or 3 months later, after my conversion to Austrianism, I became an anarchist, and I can remember exactly what happened. It was pure logic that did it.
Now, if I wanted to summarize in one word the decisive difference and the decisive advantage of a competitive security industry as compared to the current status practice, this word would be contract.
The kind of economic arrangements that exist in our world today, which are dominated by folks who are cronies of those with state power, that's not the kind of economic arrangement anybody who believes in freedom ought to favor.
So having representation and having citizenship based on geography is a pre-landline technology in a post-cell phone world.
There are producers and there are parasites in our society. The economic means and the political means of making money, as Nock put it, and so forth. All of these say the same thing. And the fact is the producers, in some sense, must always outnumber the parasites, or the parasite kills the host and all dies. Therefore, the producers have a vested interest in what we're doing.
I think, as a matter of fact, just in the romantic view of the American character, there's an anarchist tendency.
Producing laws is not an easier problem than producing cars or food. So if the government's incompetent to do a good job of producing cars and food, why do you expect it to do a good job of producing the legal system within which you are then going to produce the cars and the food?
A lot of people do not really understand what the state actually is. The state is an organization just like any other, with the only real difference being that the state is allowed to use aggression to enforce its policy. They can send their workforce, put you in jail for, say, not paying taxes for what it provides at gunpoint, even if you don't really want one of the things that they would provide.
So if the responsibility to fork over some cut of your paycheck makes you a serf, a reasonable reuse of the word surely for our less agricultural age, that's what Americans are. Serfs. Corporate serfs, to be exact, because the U.S. is nothing but a corporation. That is, it is a formal structure by which a group of individuals agree to act collectively to achieve some result.
The useful collective term "we" has enabled an ideological camouflage to be thrown over the reality of political life. If we are the government, then anything a government does to an individual is not only just and untyrannical, but also voluntary on the part of the individual concerned. If the government has incurred a huge public debt which must be paid by taxing one group for the benefit of another, this reality of burden is obscured by saying that we owe it to ourselves.
Each Sternright sees himself as a state, thinking that he's allowed to do whatever the hell he wants. The Democrats see the majority as the state. The utilitarians believe that there should be some sort of central planner with a utility function and a calculator to decide the law. We have seen that all of these are flawed in their rejection of individual bodily autonomy. What exactly does that mean? What is consent?
This brings us to anarchism, which may be described as the doctrine that all the affairs of men should be managed by individuals or voluntary associations.
There are some things that all libertarians want: freedom, peace, and prosperity.